First of all, one time for three little digs. It's your boy Killer Mike, aka Mike Bigga. Black History Month is important because blacks in this country don't have a landmass to go back to. You know, we don't have a country to host us. You know, we're a non-immigrant group. We got brought here, we've been working, we've been a part of this country, but we don't have a home country. So therefore, we don't have a physical place that represents our culture. You know, with the exception of the continent of Africa, but a lot of us don't know specifically the different cultures, breakdowns, and tribal things. So what African American History Month or Black History Month gives us a chance to do is on a national, local, and global level to celebrate all of our accomplishments, whether that be Haiti's independence or an independent black nation that was in Brazil years ago, whether that's what's going on in West Africa now with Ghana turning things around, whether that's knowing that Liberia was an African colony set up by the United States for enslaved Africans who wanted to go home. It's just a lot about us we don't know. In the same way as a human being, you go through life forever trying to find yourself to realize your true destiny. I think that as a culture and as a people, black people need to do that. So much has been taken from us globally, you know, just through war and conquer and conflict, that it's really important that we pass on our culture and who we are verbally and in writing. It's very important that we don't forget that people like Henry Ossawa Tanner existed. Writers like, artists like Henry Ossawa Tanner, writers like Zora Neale Hurston. It's very important that we know that Imhotep, the real father of medicine and science, was the black Egyptians. You know, it's important that we know that many of the pharaohs from the greatest Egyptian dynasties were black. It's important that we know that Timbuktu was also a black nation. It's important that we know Mansa Musa, who was the king of Mali and West and North Africa, was a black man. It's important to know that when you read about Cush in the Bible, that they're talking about Eastern Africa and Ethiopia. When you're talking about Egypt, you're talking about you. So it's important that in the context of understanding your history and black history, you have to understand you're understanding world history, because you have made a great and significant impression on the world. Whether it's Benjamin Banneker, I believe, remembering the layout of Washington, D.C. after the French architect left and having to finish those plans, whether it's that or whether it's Hannibal crossing the Alps, knocking on the gates of Rome like you're not going to be bullying us like you did the rest of the world. It's just important you know African American history because it plugs you into the missing pieces of world history. That's why I think African American history, black nationalist history, all the history that you people have made, we people have made, I think is important for that.